We found out last night that Kevin Costner and his wife are going through a divorce. And there is some controversy and some conversation going around the child support amount in which that Kevin Costner is supposed to pay his wife. He in the prenuptial agreement, it was said that he was going to give her $30,000 per month in child support for their 3 kids. Kids are 16, 14, and 12. She is saying that, and he was going to up the child support amount to $52,000 a month for these 3 children. She says that it is unacceptable in the amount that he's trying to give her, and she needs 6 figures a month to raise these children. D-Lo, how do you feel about this situation, my brother?
Man, you already know how I feel about this. I feel like I'm tired of talking about child support with celebrities and how much a person should get, how much the mother should get. More than likely, it's always the father that pays, the male that pays in the situation. I'm tired of talking about this. I feel like we need to add a scale to child support, and the younger they are, the more you get. When they get older, then it should be decreased. That amount goes down. You can't pay no more than this, and then even to a point where, at the age of 15, the money no longer goes directly to the mother. We open up a bank account for the child and allow them to handle their own finances to a degree, so that they can learn about money, so that they can learn about how to deal with the money that they can make and how to handle their finances in general. We always talk about, as of lately, especially in the Black community, that we don't know enough about financial literacy or financial independence. Well, this could be a way to teach them about it. And still, when they're infants to 4 years old, you get $6,000 a month. From 5 to 10, you get $4,000 a month. 11 to 18, $2,500 a month. No matter who you are, is what I feel like.
That's what I feel too, man. And it's crazy because it's all to me. This is a celebrity. Again, I'm getting tired of talking about celebrity marriages and child support situations and all that too, but. This is Kevin Costner we're talking about. This man has been doing movies since 1981.
Mm-hmm.
So, and her grief in the marriage for the past 18 years is that he didn't spend enough time with the family. Understandable. The same thing a la the Giselle and Tom Brady situation. Same thing. It's understandable. But you got to understand that this man is an actor and producer at that. So you have to understand that whenever he is filming a movie, he's going to be gone for an extended amount of time, because most actors and actresses, whenever they're filming a movie, they live on set. They live on set and they stay in character until that actual movie is done filming, and then they'll come home and then they'll spend time with their family, and then they'll stay until their next project comes up whenever they have to start, filming again. So you knew over the 18 years that this man was an actor and a producer. So you married into this lifestyle. And now that you filed for divorce, not Kevin Costner, you filed for the divorce. You want to keep this lifestyle that you've been accustomed to for the past 18 years. No, you're leaving the lifestyle. You are leaving the lifestyle. You don't get to reap the benefits of something that, number one, you didn't build. You was by his side for 18 years, so you helped him along the way. You played your marital role as his wife. Yes, not taking anything from that, but he's been doing this for 4 decades. He's been doing this for 42 years. So 24 years before you got married to this man, he was already in this career. So he already built this over 24 years. So you had nothing to do with his built success in the industry. So you want to come in for 18 years. Yeah, y'all together, what I'm saying? It's my baby, it's my boo, it's my wife. Okay, cool. But whenever you leave this situation, you leave and you don't get to reap the benefits of that lifestyle, that luxury lifestyle anymore. So let me give you a couple of numbers, D-Lo, and I think I told you about this last night. Let me give the audience a couple of numbers. They had a prenuptial agreement, so she doesn't get any alimony off rip because they had a prenuptial agreement. But what he was told to give her in the prenuptial is $1 million. That she leaves with $1 million. He is to give her $200,000 as a deposit on her new home, and he is going to give her. He's going to pay for the first year of her property and her homeowner's insurance. The first year. So for 12 months after this divorce, you're going to be set straight. You got $1 million in your bank account. You got a new home, and I'm paying for all your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance. Not to mention. On top of $30,000 per month in child support. So let me give y'all an idea. Audience. $30,000 per month in $30,000 per month in child support is $360,000 a year. He was going to up that number of child support to $52K a month, which would make her get $624,000 a year. Just in child support. That is child support. Everybody tax free. That is coming in her $52,000 is coming in her bank account. Child support is taxed before it even hits her account. So she's getting $624,000 a year for at least the next 2 years because their oldest kid is 16 years old. So for at least the next 2 years, you're getting $624,000. I don't know how much it's going to decrease once she's 18 and she's out the house, but everybody that's watching this show right now could live comfortably, extra comfortably off of $624,000 a year. And that is untaxed money that she has. What else do you go ahead, D-Lo? I'm tired. Go ahead, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Talk to the folks. Talk to the folks.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just
You don't get to keep living life of luxury whenever you leave a life of luxury. You don't keep getting that benefit, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this lightly. I'm gonna say it this way. Why do ex-spouses of celebrities feel like they still need to reap the benefits of the lifestyle that the celebrity gave them? Like,
because they feel like they help play a part in it. But like you said, he was already established in the movie industry before she came along. Yeah, they were together 18 years. Yeah, they had 3 kids together. But a lot of ex-spouses utilize the kids or weaponize the kids as a way to get back at the spouse and use them as a way to continue to bring in that income that they really had nothing to do with generating in themselves. Now, me and my wife had a conversation about this, and a lot of mothers feel, especially stay-at-home mothers, feel as if their role within the home is not seen as a income-producing role, when in fact it really is, because they save a lot of money by not having to go to have the kids have to go to daycare, not having to do a lot of things that if both parents were working, then you would have to spend money on.
Agreed.
But in these situations, usually it's going to be a nanny in place anyway. So
I was going to say that too.
You're still spending that money. I feel like I always feel like the ex-spouse, I'll stick with that phrase. The ex-spouse in these situations are always greedy, because realistically, it takes over a lifetime. We read the last time we had this conversation about other celebrities. Over a lifetime, it takes about $360,000 to raise a child from birth to 18. She's going to get
double that. She's going to get that in a span of 3 years
for all 3 kids. If you separate them, right? Because she's getting 600. If she was to get 52 or 30,000, what he proposed, she would get 120 each year for kid. Each child.
Right. Agreed.
So she would get that in the 3 year span. So yeah, I understand that children if they are accustomed to living a certain lifestyle, it's expected that they can continue to live somewhat of a same lifestyle when both parents separate. But I feel like in a lot of these situations, the ex-spouse is taking advantage and weaponizing the children in order to get more than what they would like to. Because as you mentioned the last time we had this conversation, if you are a good provider, I won't say father or mother, I'll just say if you're a good provider in this situation, if you're the person that provides, obviously you want what's best for your children. You want your children to continue to reap the benefits of what you have done up until a certain point. But it's not to facilitate a lifestyle for the parent that's in charge of the children or that has control of the children. It's only to facilitate the children. And I feel like the greed at some point has to stop, and which is why I said it needs to be a scale on how much a child can be granted as far as the pay is concerned when we're talking about paying for child support. Because not only is she going to get the child support money, she's going to get the spousal support, the alimony too. So
I don't think there was alimony in the, and I could be wrong. I didn't read it. I didn't read it in this. I didn't read it in this article, and I got 2 articles pulled up, and I didn't read it in either one. But it was said that the prenuptial agreement has no alimony in it, but it awards her $1 million, $1.2 million. The $1 million is supposed to go in her account, just as her money. Mm-hmm. And $200,000 as a down payment on a new home, with the first year of property tax and homeowners insurance paid on Kevin Costner. That was what she was leaving leaving it with, plus $30,000 a month in child support. Now,
but let me ask you this before you get to that point.
Go ahead.
If that was in a prenup, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that was in a prenup, yet they're still going to court for more child support, you don't think she's going to try to get alimony?
Of course she's going to try to get alimony. Of course she is. Of course she is. Because like you said, that's what agreed
in it.
Well, they're going to court because she's trying to increase the child support. Like you said, the greed is going to come into it where she's going to try to get more than that $1.2 million that she's going to be awarded, that she's to be awarded through the prenup. But this is the thing. And just like you said, you had to talk with your wife. I had to talk with my lady too about this. And she was appalled by it. Appalled. Like, why is she being so greedy? And you made a mention of...
Well, my wife was appalled by it too. We have had conversations about alimony and child support before, and it was not this situation. It was a situation that was, the provider didn't make as much money as Kevin Costner does. Yeah. So in the situation, you mentioned that, most celebrities don't think that a stay-at-home spouse is a money-saving situation, which it actually is. You did mention that situation. But within that stay-at-home husband or wife of the celebrity, they can also build, like, they can also build their own, like, they can take up a trade. Like, you can be you can visit different places and get different recipes, and you can be a cook, or you can build a, what's the word I'm looking for? You can build yourself a, I guess, talent or something like that, or a skill to where you can build. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know why it was blowing my mind, but you can build a skill to where if there is a situation where you get divorced, you can use that skill outside of this marriage to be able to still keep yourself going. Because there's no reason why you should feel like you should still reap the benefits of this marriage if you're leaving the marriage. And if you get to a point of divorce, then if you decide, and this is what she said, if she decided divorce, then she just done with it. She don't want nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the prenup said and whatever the child support is, I'm gonna need that. But other than that, I've built myself a skill to where I can live and be productive outside of you. But a lot of celebrity spouses get so tied up in the luxury that they don't do shit. They just be chilling. You taking care of the kids, yes, but you're not doing anything productive with the time that you have whenever there is a nanny around, or whenever you do take these trips, and you're not doing shit. And that's why whenever you leave,
either the man or the ex-wife or the ex-husband is like, okay, I'm gonna need all this. And the greed comes into it because it's like, you didn't spend enough time with me and yada yada. But you knew this man was a actor and a producer 24 years before you even came into the situation. So you can't blame that on him. You came in, you can in a sense because you have to prioritize your time. But this is how he's providing for this family. You're not working. The kids are young. He has to do something to give this luxury lifestyle to y'all. So that's what he's working on. And whenever he's there, I'm pretty sure he's an amazing father. So you can't just be. We don't really know. I'm just speculating, but I'm pretty sure he's still going to be in these kids' life moving forward. So like, take what you're giving. You signed the prenup, and he's trying to give you $22,000 more a month in child support, but she's asking for $248,000 a month, which equates to almost $3 million a year. It is crazy to me, D-Lo. Crazy to me that she's actually asking for all of this. But maybe she feels like she deserves it. But I mean, everybody gonna feel like they deserve the $3 million a year. But $624,000 a year is amazing. Anybody that puts you in the top 1% of the country, of the world, really, for real. If you want to be real, there's only 1% of people that is making $600,000 a year, and you're going to be one of them just off child support. Just child support.
I'll say this. I said it earlier, but just like how the NFL, when the rookie contract started to get outrageous, and they were spending all this money to pay for rookies, they said, no, we're going to put y'all on a pay scale. Mm-hmm. Same thing should happen in this instance with child support. Somebody needs to come and say, all right, we need to revamp child support, put it on the scale. If you make this amount of money, this is as much as you can pay for each individual child at this stage in their life. At this stage in their life, they'll get this much. At this stage in their life, they'll get that much. If you make this amount of money, you can get, this amount of money. But it's not going to be anything outrageous. It's going to be enough that where the child can have the things that he wants. We're not worried about mom to a degree. So
we need to write the other parent, I should say, other spouse to a degree, right? But we need to write that idea down, D-Lo, and present it to like Superior Court or something like that, because that might be what the world needs. Like, if you make say for instance, you make $100,000 a year, and the kid is between 0 and 4 years old, then that child, you should be able to pay $3,000 a month. Well, like you said, $6,000 a month between 0 and 4. And as the child progresses between 5 and 10 or 5 and 12, you can say he gets $4,000 a month. And then from 12 to 18, you get $2,000 a month. Because as kids get older, they don't need as much, but they need more the younger they are, because you got to pay for childcare, you got to pay for doctor's appointments, you got to pay for a lot of things, diapers, clothes. They grow out of clothes like at an alarming rate whenever they're young. So it's like whenever they're younger, in the infancy and toddler stage, they're gonna need more. But once they get to that young kid stage and the grade school stage, then cool, and high school stage, they don't need as much. So it's like we need to write that down and present that, because that might save the world, nigga. That literally might save the world for real. Like, because the child support conversation in family court is crazy, bro. It's so crazy. The fact that you think you need $3 million a year to take care of 3 children is wild to me. Wild, bro. And
in the same breath, you have some mothers that need it more than she does, and they don't ask or receive anything.
Exactly. Yes. That is very. I'm glad you made that point, bro, because that is very, very true, bro. And they're so strong to the point where it's like they gonna make sacrifices within their own life to make sure their kids are good. And and people. And people are asking for more than $600,000 a year, bro. $624 a year, and it's women out here that's not getting anything, and they making sacrifices in their lives to be wonderful mothers in their kids' lives. Like, and you being greedy, talking about you need $3 million. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Anyway, I'm done with it, D-Lo. Thank you for watching this video. If you've made it this far, there's a video on the screen right here. Go ahead and click that and view that. Also, you can find us on all your streaming platforms, wherever you find your podcasts.